Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you're listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast, the epic fantasy experiment that's never been done before. We're going through the life of Shelley, the girl who was born into the dream, the girl who lives in her father's dreams from birth to death. And she's a future heroine, but right now, in season 1, she's aged 2 to 6. And we are taking our time. There's going to be about 150 podcasts per age. We're not doing the ages day by day. We're covering 2 to 6 and we're jumping around. But that's the way it's going to be from the day she lives, from the day she's born to the day she dies. And in the middle, there's other exciting stuff, which we won't get into right now. So this is a big, huge experiment about right now we're at the childhood. Everything we're doing is an Easter egg for the future. We're seeing how a little girl is, a heroine is born. How is a heroine formed? And we've just seen those we've just seen that in the last few episodes. And now we're having a little bit of fun, with, her father. You know, what is it like to live in the dream? So, if you don't know what Tweedle D is, if you don't know what a Tweedle D Day is, this episode is about a Tweedle D Day, and you'll find out. We've covered it earlier in the podcast, in earlier episodes, and now we're doing it again because they're doing it again. Let's go. Episode 77, Tweedle D again. Joy's age 5, told by the Red Dragon. Dad, he's kidnapping me. Help! Tweedle Dee! It was another Tweedle Dee day for my favorite pirates. It was a day of adventure, battling Captain Badass. Captain Badass stood on his wooden peg leg on his own flying pirate ship, victorious, facing Dragon Little. 10 other pirates surrounded her, helping him so that the dangerous 5-year-old pirate could not escape. They had dispatched of Dragonfather a while ago, tying him to the mast of his own ship and leaving him there to flail. Surrender, Captain Badass bellowed at her. Dragonly looked around at her surroundings, then told him with calm. I'll surrender, she said, if you say it right, Tweedledee. What do you mean if I say it right? Surrender, rah! He ended with his familiar bellow. What's the magic word, Tweedledee? Surrender, girl, he screamed at the top of his voice and aimed his sword at her face. You know what you have to say, Captain Badass, she said, not at all flustered by the threat. Tweedledee. He hesitated. He looked around at his pirates. He probably suspected her of using some kind of ploy, but was comforted by the numbers. Surrender, please? She shook her head. That's not the magic word, Tweedledee. That is the magic word. That's not the magic word, Tweedledee. You know what it is, Tweedledee. He straightened. Oh, he said. She nodded. Say it, and I'll surrender. His lips curled, and he spat through his gritted teeth. Surrender, little girl, Tweedledee. She nodded and smiled. That was very good, she clapped. Thank you. And I don't think I will. Now, she shouted. Her father jumped out from behind them, backflipping in the air, big sword in one hand and a small one in the other. Joey, catch! He threw the small sword at her while in the air. Tweedledee! And the fight was back on. It was a magical adventure. I enjoyed watching it very much. Tweedledee. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Joy, Justin, Captain Badass, Tweedledee Day. And so another Tweedledee Day has come, Tweedledee. If you enjoyed this one, Tweedledee. Oh, I did that wrong. You have to say the end of the sentence. If you enjoyed this one, check out the other one, Tweedledee. If you want to check out all Tweedle days, there will be more and more and more as we go on. Go to the podcast and search Tweedle Day. That's the hashtag. Join us tomorrow for episode 78, Sleeping Beauty. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and, in fact, 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON, GUYHASSON @gmail.com. The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Howardek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more. So usually they have lots of adventures. Usually they have fun having those adventures, and this is one of those times. Tweedle Day is just one of those times. Tweedle Day.